Hey everybody, welcome to another Heroclix podcast. I'm your co-host Alec Musser, and I'm here joined as always with Manny Man-Thing Ortega.
Hello, hello.
And today, this is going to be a boys chat. The boys are in the building. We have some of the boys.
Yeah.
The boys. Boys. All right, we got Alonzo.
Hey guys.
We got Emilio. We got Emilio. That's right, hey guys. And then we have Keo as well.
Hello, how's it going?
Now, Keo, this is the first time you've been on the podcast.
Yes, it is. It's the first time that I've done anything remotely important to Heroclix.
Heck yeah. You are now going to be
Important
cemented.
to Heroclix. Dang.
How are you guys feeling? You guys feeling good about this?
Yeah.
You forgot to introduce Craig.
Oh yeah, Craig's in the chat too. Craig is monitoring us, watching
What's up,
us.
guys?
Who was that?
It was Craig. No, it's Craig.
It's Craig. Awesome. We have an awesome episode for you. We're just going to talk about like the state of play, how we feel about the last couple sets and iconics that have come out, and then we'll just kind of go wherever our whims take us. But before we start, I'd like to say thank you for everybody for coming in here on short notice and being a part of this. And we also want to know what games you're playing. So I'll start out, and then whoever wants to can just jump in right after. This can be video game, board game, playground games, whatever you want. I have been playing this game called Small World. It's the first time I've ever played it. It's very, very fun. I think it kind of scratched my competitive itch a little bit. There was a lot of stuff. There's a little bit of dice rolling in the game, not a ton, but overall, it was a really fun board game. So, all right, who's next?
I mean, I can go. So, I video game wise played Avowed. It's like an exclusive game on the Xbox. Pretty solid, decent story, but just lacks some customization stuff. But it was a fun game overall. And then in terms of tabletop stuff, my wife recently started playing Lorcana.
Ooh.
And so I get drug into playing a lot of Lorcana. And it's more fun than I thought it was going to be. But it doesn't satiate that like competitive nature. It feels like a couple friends having fun playing cards.
All right, who's next?
Anyone else?
Manny, did you go?
No, I was gonna go last. I go first every time.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. Since I'm far away from everyone, I don't usually get to play Heroclix out here in California. So I've been playing a lot of TFT and League of Legends. That usually gets my strategic itch out. You know, it's like Heroclix, except I don't have to tell the units what to do. I just place them down and they just go on their own, which is really nice. I wish I could do that with Heroclix, but then again, we have to move them with our hands. It's a little more work. But yeah, really excited for some of the stuff that we've been seeing in like the last 2 months for Modern, for me at least, because I haven't played in a Modern tournament in a while. And some of the stuff that was released today, I guess, or previewed today. Kind of excited what those will do to the space for Modern.
Yeah, absolutely. We can dive into that a little bit. We're definitely going to dive into that a little bit later because, that the iconics that released today or got previewed is kind of great.
Yeah.
Emilio, do you have anything?
I think he's doing something right now.
All right, that's fine.
So that's why he has his mic muted.
All right, and then let's just jump to Manny then.
For me, board game wise, I haven't been playing a lot of board games. I've been playing a lot with my nieces and nephew and trying to get them involved in board games. So I've been playing a lot of like easy younger kid board games. Like we played a lot of Exploding Kittens. We played a lot of Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, small stuff like that. Trying to get them into board gaming and stuff like that. So nothing too exciting.
Yeah, but it's still fun. It's fun to get like
absolutely.
fun to get the little ones, involved with board games and stuff like that. I had this thing happen to me. So I've been doing Heroclix on Thursdays with a new play group, right? And it's been like kind of newer players, and there's a younger kid there that's playing. He's like in, I think, middle school or so. But he had some friends watching him play, and I was like, yeah, pretty cool, right? He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'd rather just honestly be at home playing video games right now. I would never play anything like this. I was just like, dang. I was like, it's kind of not, I wouldn't say a lost art, but the younger generation is definitely having, like, I don't know, just from that. I mean, that's based off one person, but I can see it kind of being a trend in that way. Just like I'd rather play
100%.
video games.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
it's like a heavy stimulation thing, right? It's like people want this instant gratification, right? So you play these like Marvel Rivals, Fortnite,
Yeah,
all these games. You play all these games, you finish your match, you get all these little goodies, V bucks and stuff, skins and Rivals. I haven't played a lot of Rivals, so I don't even know what you get for that. But in Heroclix, it's and not even just Heroclix, but like tabletop in general. There's so much work that you have to do, and it takes steps and steps and steps before you feel like it's paying off. And I feel like kids just don't want to work that hard for the reward.
I agree.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
just,
that's not
I
even
mean,
just
there are,
kids.
Oh yeah, not even just kids. Yeah, I think young adults too. They don't tend to gravitate towards like this kind of tabletop game. I guess not like the audience is really niche. I guess for like these tabletop figurines and with cards and stuff versus a controller.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, everything everybody just said here makes a lot of sense. I don't have a kid that's like in that range, and like all my nieces and nephews are grown up now for the most part. So, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I agree. But alrighty, so the state of play. I just want to hear everyone's opinions and thoughts. Basically, just like we've all been kind of playing the game, whether it's from like uber super competitive to like kind of playing just a little bit, or maybe you're just like spectating, looking from the outside in. I just want to know what your guys' thoughts are on just the current state of the game of Heroclix right now. Specifically, we could talk about any format, but 300 Modern is the one that I think we all play the most consistently and like care about the most. But yeah, just want to know what you guys think. What are you guys thinking right now?
So right now, I'll give you a fresh perspective because as a guy who's not even played for a year, right? I'm still very, very, very new to the game. I see every week I go play with these guys, and there's new pieces. Granted, we play a lot of gold and stuff, but from a state of the game type of feel, as someone who didn't experience the previous versions of the game, I mean, I love playing what we have now, and I don't have the privilege of like saying, oh, it's I miss when it was like this, or I miss this part of the game. The fact that you can run so many different types of characters and perform so well, I think is a great thing, right? I hate is nothing. I played at Columbus a month ago or whatever it was, and I think there was like of the 30 something teams, there were 20 something teams of Hadariao, including mine. It kind of turned me off to the idea of using her because I feel like everybody was running it. Now it sounds like nobody's running it. So I don't, who knows? But I like that other pieces are getting a lot of love, not just Marvel, not just DC. You got Iconics that are shining. I mean, I love the state of the game right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like super fun. There's like, go for it.
I do agree too, because like one thing that I had a big problem with myself coming into meta, and this is what I talked about with Alec and stuff, is I didn't I was feeling like I was playing what everyone else was playing at meta, or in modern tournaments and stuff like that. But that's what I'm like really excited about right now, because I feel like the modern is still kind of open, because from what I'm playing, not a lot of people are playing the exact same stuff I'm playing at all. So that's what I really enjoy right now.
Yeah, I love the Toledo meta. Like, it just doesn't, not saying that this is like every single, or you guys are like super unique or whatever, but like you guys, I love going to you guys' and like seeing your guys' teams. You guys just have so unique teams. It's so refreshing to just look at your guys' team and just be like, oh, it's not the same like 5 pieces that are slightly different. It's not like a chocolate chip cookie with nuts in it and a chocolate chip cookie with extra chocolate chips in it, or it's like a whole new thing, and I love it.
Yeah, I think we're all in that same boat right now, where after the last rotation, I think there's a lot of things that became stronger. I'm sure there's a lot of stand-up. It's like the 2 stand-up pieces that people really want right now, which is Hidariao and Ultra Trace Collector. But I mean, like, they're very beatable. It's not like they're like, oh, if I play this one piece, I'm definitely just gonna win just because I have it. Like, no, you could. They're still very killable pieces, and I think that's really healthy, because when I played when I was big on modern back in 2018 or whatever, it was like Jakeen Thunder was the one. Like if you had Jakeen, like there's 85%, 90% you're gonna win.
Hmm.
But now I feel like even like some super rares have a chance to fight against like these chase figures, like on even battles, like on even playing field, like Ulysses, for example. Like he's a super rare, but this guy can he can wreck like these other chase pieces, even though he's only like an SR, And then I feel like they'll like underestimate what he can do. And I think I really like that they included equipment now more often. Like in the last couple of sets, like we've had equipment in. Was it did Deadpool Weapon X have equips, or am I just
I
Delulu?
don't think so. I think
Yeah, I'm Delulu.
you're Delulu. The Masters of Time didn't have one.
Oh, Chikaros came
Oh
in
yes,
Marvel Next Phase and Masters of Time.
that's right. Yes, they did have them. Yeah, they did have Trick Heroes.
But yeah, I think there's a lot more things that aren't with that bronze rarity tab that are pretty strong pieces.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think Collector Trove was such a win. I think just adding like not the Pog. I'm not a huge fan of the Pog stuff, and we can get into that if we want to.
Oh yeah.
But like, but everything else, Mjolnir up to Serpent's Crown, like those are all super awesome equipments. Spider-Verse has a couple coming in there. I mean, we're gonna see some of these things rotate out, but like, yeah, I agree. The more the uptake in equipment has been really, really nice. I agree.
And it feels like that. It feels like there's so many ways now to win your games. You don't have to have beefy attackers. There's enough of the equipment, of the one shots, that if you played things the right way through like canceling powers, whether it's like, Beetle or Mind Gem or something like that, and just getting creative with how you're attacking, you don't have to run these big, Kong-like pieces. You can win without those.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Although Kong is still good. Like I want that to be clear. I think Kong is still good.
Yeah. No, I agree. Kong is definitely still a piece to be reckoned with. It just is nice. If you sit across the table from a Kong, when Kong first came out, you felt bad. And I think it's slowly shifted to where you don't feel as bad anymore.
Yeah, the errata really helped that. I mean, saying like he was too. I think he was too much for 50 points when he was pre-errata for sure. Before they errated him so that he doesn't reduce pen damage past to like whatever from a higher click characters.
Yeah, I think it to be higher points. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, 100%. I like super love the fact that like we can just like roll up to teams or we can roll up to events and have the like have one man armies or or like tent like super big tent poles right now. I think people are going to try and make Magneto work. I think people obviously have been making collectors. Whoa, I know. Is that controversial?
No, I just Magneto's just 295, and I don't know. I just felt like I don't remember him completely, but I don't know. 295 points for that one guy. I mean, he only has 11 clicks of health, right? Unless how many soft clicks does he have?
Got none. Yeah, he does not have any soft clicks. That is an issue.
Yeah, so 11 clicks. He reduce penetrating?
Also does not do that.
Oh
yeah,
man,
that guy's
I'm telling people right now, don't use it.
He's about 225 points overpowered.
Wow.
If he's 295 points, he should have 21 defense starting. Like there ain't no way, because like if it's anything less than because 19 is very hittable in modern, like very hittable, because people have like 14, 15 attacks stats to hit.
That makes sense.
For, like, players.
He does have the when a character rolls a d6 and the displayed faces of 5 after resolution, choose one, deal that character one avoidable damage, or heal Magneto one click. So he does have a little bit of sustain, but I get what you're saying. I'm being talked out of it. I mean, I'm never gonna play this crap, but
yeah.
But I just
as someone who used to solely play 10 pulls, this guy is like I look at this and go, yeah, this guy's dying in one turn, and I'm not even gonna get to play.
I think Darkseid's like the baseline for like playable. Like he's the line.
Yeah,
If you're better than
yeah.
Darkseid, it's playable. If it's not, then don't play it.
And Darkseid isn't even that good in modern. I think he is it like probably cookie cutter perfect tentpole though, 100%.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I agree. We agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that second life really is like having two characters.
Or just
Yeah.
like extends his dial out like
Yeah,
6
exactly.
six
Yeah.
more clicks. So he has what 16 clicks or 17 clicks of health. For 5 more points, you get 6 more health at least.
True, and like sees through everything, moves through everything.
Yeah.
And you can start the game with terrain markers if you so choose, if there's a way in which you want to do that.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I was wrong. I'm wrong. I get it.
Somebody will still run Magneto though. Somebody will still do it. And if they beat me, then I'm gonna feel bad. And I'm gonna apologize to that person.
You're gonna apologize to Alec. You'll be like, "Yo, bro, sorry, man. You were right. This thing totally destroyed me.
You were 100% onto something, and I blew it.
I dealt myself 2 unavoidable damage, man, because I rolled 2 5s and I crit Magneto and I killed him anyways."
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think he's solid. Oh, you know what? What about Beholder? He's kind of temp-holy.
I want to play 2 Beholders by themselves so bad, man. Just with the 2 D20s, man, just going for it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Emilio knows all about those D20s, the Beholders.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. He had a little run-in with them. Yeah.
Yeah, some dude rolled a crit hit and a natural 20 on him.
No way.
Yeah.
He hit the critical hit on the 20.
And then won. He hit a critical hit and then the natural 20.
Oh my god. I would have just.
And he still won.
It was rough. Yeah.
What did he delete?
He deleted White Tiger.
Oh,
It was
robot.
supposed to take a whole turn
Oh shit.
to delete.
Yeah.
No, we did it. He did that with the tiger.
Well, no.
Like he did that all. He did all that on the tiger.
Well, it was a Tiger, Timebreaker, and something else. And
because he's got 3 targets.
so,
That's right.
like, those are the only guys that he could target. But I figured White Tiger's okay to leave open, too. He's got one guy that fights. All right. That guy's doing 3 attacks, but shit, freaking deleted.
Damage this character's penetrating with attack as a critical hit after resolutions. KO a character. Oh my god! Wow, like the only scenario where that happens. That is so freaking funny.
What are the chances of that having to hit the crit with the 2 6s and then rolling the 20 with the D20?
I'm looking it up right now with 2 dice.
Wouldn't it have been only one character that gets KO'd? Because it says KO a hit target, so just one of them should have went.
Just be one. But I mean, you're picking White Tiger out of White Tiger.
Oh yeah.
So the odds. Here we go. Okay,
Okay.
this did not help me. Oh, here we go. The probability of rolling a 12 with 2 dice. Oh, someone's a little robot-y.
And that's
It's Emilio.
Emilio. Okay.
Emilio, you got to reset your internet or something.
The probability of rolling a 12 with 2 dice and then rolling a 20 on a 20-sided dice is 1 in 720. Which that's not too bad. That's not like that's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
But if you told me that in my life I'm gonna hit something has a 1 out of 720 chance, and you're telling me I burnt it on Heroclix, I'm gonna be upset.
That is fair enough. That is very fair enough. But yeah. I don't think there's any other like one-man armies. There's a lot of big boys in the game right now. Stuff like Juggernaut, like stuff that's like 80 to like 120 points that are really solid.
You know what piece I was surprised that isn't more popular in the tent pole is the Loki from the Marvel series Iconics.
Oh, the Perseverance.
Yeah. Not that it's like amazing, but he's 300 points. You don't roll for mind control. It just you hit. He shoots through a ton of stuff, if I remember correctly, like elevation, characters, like a ton of different things. I think not having to roll to do things is pretty nice. I'm just surprised. I don't think I've ever seen anyone run him like ever, even at his lower point line.
He was run as a pilot for who was that? It was Rob Olger did it, and
Sleipnir. That's the only one I can think of that has the Asgardian deity, or like maybe keyword.
he won red, white, and clicks. He's the guy that won it, but like they rolled off.
Right.
So he was the butterfly option. Oh, he was a butterfly option. Okay. Because when he pops in, he could pop in and then he would figure, I forgot how he would do it, but he would deal 1 damage to him to get him on that one click that says other characters within range can't be given free actions.
The attack power.
Yeah. So that's what that's what he used him for. He didn't use him for the free hit.
Or the free mind control.
Yeah, the free mind control.
But he only has 1 bolt.
He does have 1 bolt, yeah. That is kind of annoying. But yeah, I mean he's a good mind controller and he's got outwit prob for 50 points. Pretty solid.
Yeah. The traded prob always it's pretty good.
Yeah, we see it with Prodegaton, man. It rocks. It's very, very good. Yeah. I mean other than that, like there's not many other tent poles in the game. Okay. Tell me why you guys hate Captain Marvel.
The legacy card?
Yeah, the legacy card. I think it's solid.
I'm on your side on this.
Okay, so me and Alonzo, we think she's solid. Why do y'all hate on her?
The legacy card?
Yeah, the legacy card. Alpha Fright, you telling me
I'm just asking, man. Relax.
Dude, I will defend.
Yeah, the legacy card.
I'll defend my lady.
Yeah, higher, further, faster, bitch.
I don't think that it's bad. I think that 150 full dial or even 95 is a lot to spend, and I don't feel like you're getting enough for the cost. Like, I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's the best 95 points you could spend.
Hypersonic, 2 snap clicks.
Yeah, well, you got hypersonic on the first click and your last click, which is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, it's not terrible. She doesn't deal with pen damage too well.
That's just a nice way of saying she's ass, Keel. Come on.
No.
She's not even your top
Okay,
50
but here's the thing. The way I play super like loose and aggressive, and that's why I don't win as much. I would get her. She'd get killed. She'd get KO'd. I apologize. She'd get KO'd immediately.
He said, if I use her, she is dead.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I think, just looking at everything, I wish that it was like prob or perplex on every single damage. But I mean, you've got a lot of white space. I don't know. You're telling me that those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clicks are worth more than like running Colossus for 15 points less?
True. Totally understand that reasoning. She does have super strength and willpower for what it's worth, traded. So like super strength, I feel like is super solid, especially with hypersonic, because you just go pick stuff up. You can't use them in the attack, but you can at least pick them up. When an effect other than clearing removes an action token from Captain Marvel, you can heal her 1 clip. So like Black Panther works really well with her. That hyperspeed's nice, and leadership works, or like Diabolical Bargain. But I mean, that's counterintuitive. Yeah. But you can do. I mean, I wouldn't personally do it, but you can do that. Her little move thing, the deal 1 damage to each opposing character she moved through. If it's a vehicle, deal it 3 pen damage instead. It's very situational. But if you do see a vehicle, like you could do some stuff to it. She also comes with the universal weapon for free because she's a Kree. She just gets that for free. So she could choose like.
I could be sold on keywords for sure.
Yeah, I think she's really solid on a like off Avengers team with. I like Captain America with her, like the Legacy Cap, the one that brings out the fellas.
Yeah. With the hammer.
Yes, yeah, and then you could probably like run like Kevin, Black Panther, Prodegaton. Like you could just kind of put some standard characters on there too. But yeah, no, I think she's solid. I might give her a try. I want to refine a team and stuff like that. I want to have like a plan, but overall, I think she's semi-solid. I think she's getting severely overlooked. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid of Captain Marvel, and she's got Shield TA, so you could bump up her range to 10 range with hypersonic. That'd be 5. Or no, it'd be half. It'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'd be up to 7 again if you had 3 perplexes or X amount of shields. Her damage output, that's the big thing that I kind of look at for these things is their damage output. But
and that's like really the other thing though is like I hear you, but I'm hearing that I got to do a lot of things
to make her
to
decent.
like to put it together. And like there, not that you can't build around a certain piece for sure. I don't know.
I think she's
Yeah.
good as a secondary attacker. I think where she'll shine, if on a theme team, would be on the Guardians of the Galaxy theme team.
Now that
yeah.
I could get behind that because a lot of the Trove Guardians obviously give you a lot of buffs if you're running X, Y, and 3 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think Captain Marvel in that world definitely has a better shot of being like the girl. But
yeah.
if you're just kind of putting her on a team, I don't know.
Specifically, I think with the Beta Ray Bill Guardians trait, where if there's 3 or more, knockback damage is dealt penetrating to opposing characters.
Oh yeah, traded super strength.
Yeah, and she has traded super strength, so she could go in and then punch a guy, deal extra penetrating damage with the knockback from super strength, and that could cut through a lot. And then some of the Guardians that you will want to pick have wild card or team player or whatever it is, the question mark, and then they can also like copy shield TA, bump up Yondu's attack or in range, or like maybe Kraglin or Bizimmer Kitokalok with the cool
Zermiki Tokalok?
Yeah.
I had to look it up. I had to look that up a long time ago, and I've never forgot it.
Oh, thank God. I was having an aneurysm trying to...
Zermiki Tokalok. At
Yeah,
least
I
that's
think
the way I pronounce it.
Yeah, I think there's some Guardians team with Captain Marvel being the secondary and Beta that has like some potential.
Yeah, I see that. I like that a lot. Man, I wish there was there's not a Drax does it. So I was looking at like Cosmo does +1 defense. Rocket gives PD and can shoot through characters, but like no one gives like +1 to like other characters' attack and defense and stuff like that, which that really sucks. Because I would really like a passive +1 damage or a +1 attack would be amazing for Captain Marvel. Yeah, I'll have to look at this team again with Guardians.
I think maybe on this Guardians team, you give her theoretical Guardians team. You give her Bucky's arm so she gets close combat expert, so that when she hypers in, she has that +1 and 1, and then she does the penetrating knockback for another like 1 or 2. I don't remember how much knockback damage is anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna keep on looking at her. Me and Alonzo are on the same page here.
Yeah, we're figuring it. We're gonna brainstorm.
We're gonna crack the code of Captain Marvel. Now, yeah, that only works with theme teams, right? Or it's just 3 or more, right?
Yeah, you don't even have to be themed. You just have to have 3 or more. So if you want to put like Kevin in there, we all love Kevin.
We do. I love him. Why
would Captain Marvel's knockback be penetrating?
That's what Beta Ray Bill gives.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was just on her. That's what I was looking. I'm like, I don't see it, guys. I think you're just you're adding powers to me, and it's just not happening. It sounds like Alec might have a stash of Captain Marvel Legacy cards. He's trying to bolster up and move here.
I'm using
In
my
a couple
platform.
On the
Heck
Facebook
yeah,
group, you'll see like a guest stack.
I'm doing it.
Fat stack.
I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. Okay, sorry. Emilio, do you have any thoughts on the state of the game? I'll wait for him to... Oh, he does not want to talk.
no.
Bro fell out of top 16, and now he doesn't want to talk about it.
Are we good now?
We're good.
What's it called? I muted and then it wasn't fucking responding. But anyway, okay. So I've been playing Clicks for a while. I've been doing Modern for a little bit from like 2018-ish to 21. And then I picked up Modern again a couple years ago. And of all my years playing, this is currently and since after the most recent rotation, this is like the healthiest I've seen the game ever. And this game is so complex that designing it at this level, I'm so impressed by what Wisconsin has been doing for this Modern format. Like just looking at the results from IC regionals the last couple months, and then with the finals in Florida, was it 3 weeks ago? Holy crap! I am loving how so many different things are winning. And the reason that I'm really happy, obviously the team diversity is good. Everyone likes seeing team diversity, is because now it's like practicing is not about learning how do I beat popular teams. Practicing becomes more about how do I learn my team the best? Because honestly, if you can't prepare for every match, what's going to matter is players becoming better at what they're doing and not necessarily learning how to beat what's out there. Does that make sense? And I think as players, I think we've gotten very good, like as a whole, we've gotten very good at keeping just like Ivy's. Ivy's disappeared. Hadari was very popular for like how do I say, big man on campus coming into the last few IC regionals, and then Hadari kind of disappeared. And what was most telling was that statistic that Hadari was popular, but it wasn't necessarily true that play rate was not translating to the top cut, which means that players got better at getting around it. Yeah. And to me, all those things speak to like, this is a really healthy state of the game. And if anyone was thinking about making the step from casual to competitive, this is a really great time to do it, because it's all about how good are you as a player and how good can you get at your, and I think that's just like a phenomenal like era to be playing this game right now. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the current state of the game. So
yeah, no, it's super good stuff. I agree. Do you mind share? I can share it if not. It's just that you said it, Emilio. I don't want to steal your thunder, but I think you said something that was like super insightful. Earlier this week when you said like when the meta is like this, it forces good players to actually like learn like their matchups and not like do a lot of team switching, because there is no like one team for them to continually practice against, so they don't just like become the best at that. Like, and that leaves a lot of room for people that are building these kind of off meta teams and like these using these more unique pieces like coming into the game, and they're winning events, because we're not seeing the normal names like topping events and stuff like that. In fact, we're seeing some of them like get kind of mollywopped in these events, and just kind of like there's been a couple top players in the last couple events that have went like 1-3 and 0-3 and then dropped. So obviously there's some like beauty to seeing like these new players thrive in this environment. So I don't know if you want to like expound upon that. If not, then I can talk like, but yeah, just like about like how new players kind of, when that meta's healthy like this, like they kind of just go ham.
Yeah. I will say, like, from my anecdotal experience, at least 2 of my wins at the Columbus IC Regional were because my opponents were not used to playing on what's called Wakandan Vibranium Mines. And to me, that's when it told me that, like, learning how, like, yes, of course, know your team as best as you can. But more than that, you need to learn to adapt to whatever's going on. Like, practice should not be treated as a rehearsal as much as it is a practice against, like, well, okay, if everything goes wrong, what am I left with? How can I still fight? Like, we were just talking earlier about how my White Tiger got deleted by Beholder, right? And that's not necessarily something I'm really prepared for. Like, I usually expect to have White Tiger my entire game, right? But being able to adapt from that and, like, constantly doing a check. Like, I don't know how often you guys do this, but I do this every turn, not just every turn like my turn, every one of my turns, every one of my opponent's turns. How has advantage changed and how has disadvantage changed? Like, obviously, the first check turn 1 is like, how far can my opponent reach? Can he reach me first? If not, how do I prepare for that? Right? And those checks should be, like, at least the way I play the game, those checks are happening all the time. Like, at least once every turn. Like, if I do this action, how does that affect my advantage? How does that affect my disadvantage? And sometimes it's like, well, it's a, what's it called? And then you calculate that risk. Like, one of the opening plays I did that did not go in my favor, but I don't regret, which might be a statement to me being stubborn or might be a statement to me taking calculated risk, is I saw a way where I had a shot on an opposing Ulysses Bloodstone, right? And he had a Kevin, so it's, what's it called? I figured, okay, if I hit him with Doom, I boxing glove, that knocks him back 2, he'll take 2 more, right? And I would put him off his like super senses clicks, which means he'll be a lot easier to deal with later. And because of Kevin, I saw like, okay, that's a 1 out of 3 for him to get the 1 or 2, and then that's another 1 out of 3 when Kevin rerolls it. So I had a 1 in 9 of basically taking Ulysses out of his offensive potential. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't really put my guys out of position to do it, but 1 out of 9 to take away my opponent's like most offensive piece, I feel like I take that chance. Does that make sense? Like, and that's more of an illustration of adapting. Like, this is normally a bad idea, but turn 1 of the game being able to do this, that feels good. You know, even though it didn't pan out, he got the 1 the first time, and he re-rolled to the 6, so I didn't even get the 1 damage. But like, I guess my point is, sorry, I'm rambling a bit. My point is being able to constantly like evaluate game state and change your plan, change your your targeted win condition in accordance to what you see is like the difference between good and great players. Does that make sense? Like being able to make that determination.
Yeah, like looking at the odds that you have and seeing what's the best possible odds that you have, like what's the best odd lines, basically.
Yeah, and on top of that, like on a more specific example, rollout teams have always existed. You know, specifically, like I guess the most modern version of it right now is a Gala Captain Marvel with Kevin, right? Because her roles are good. But the way I've always looked at it, because I used to be a player like that. Like I think Alec, you and I met. I was playing a super defensive team with Black Leopard and Clea, right?
Yep, I remember.
Something I learned is that if you're playing against one of those teams, the player, like if I'm the rollout player, right? Those rollouts are not so much a main strategy as they are a deterrent. They don't like, if I'm the rollout player, I don't want to be rolling that shape change, even if it's a 3 to 6. I don't want to roll it because if I roll it, that's risk. It's more to like make your opponent want to hit something else, right? So going against those teams, knowing that like, hey, that's what my opponent doesn't want me to do, even if the odds are technically against me, I want you to like prove to me that you can roll it out. You know, because if it doesn't go that way, then your advantage swings heavily.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my current state on the game and adjacent thoughts, I guess.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I love hearing your thoughts. Well, I mean, we all love hearing your thoughts. I mean, you were a top 16 player, so.
Yeah. I was top 50
top
and
17 now.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know what I am on the ELO? I'm like 164 or something like that.
Phenomenal.
I know, man. Top 200 in the world.
Well, I can't believe I'm talking to 2 people that are in the top 164 players. Wow.
Oh wait, hold on. I bet Manny's higher than me now.
No
you gotta
way.
bump up 95 places, Alec.
I mean, when I went to whatever you call it, when I went to Adepticon last year, I mean that I was ELO'd at like 98. Like it was trash, and I thought it was funny then.
I can confidently say I'm not last.
Heck yeah, you aren't last. That's true. Let's see here. Manny Ortega. Oh wait, no, I'm 89th. I must have been looking at the combined ELO. I'll take 89. I'll keep on looking for them, but I'm pretty sure I know Gabriel's higher than me. Definitely higher than me because I'm pretty sure he's done more tournaments than has done yet. Gabriel is 49th. Oh no, sorry, 61st. Sorry, wrong Gabriel. And then Manuel Ortega, top 100, number 98.
Hey, there you go.
That's where I was at. That's exactly where I was at when I got second in Adepticon. So yeah, no, these ELO things are kind of funny. I mean, overall, I genuinely just really don't care, but they are fun to look at a little bit.
Right.
I don't take them too seriously. Miles Kane's the best player right now, currently in the game, with a 90% win rate. It's bananas. Daniel Pale dropped 9th. Wow, well, he did. He had a terrible showing at Adepticon. Sorry, not Adepticon last year.
All I heard was that I've got a 10% chance of winning.
I got a 10% chance. Hold on, let's see if you're on here real quick.
We really don't have to go and find me.
I got you, babe. I got you, dude.
No, I've only played in that one. I've only won that or played in that one tournament.
What number I am?
What number are you guys?
I don't even think I should be there, to be honest.
I don't know. Did you ever play in 300 Modern?
So I guess I'm not on the list.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not on the list.
I didn't even make the list.
We were all there the last time Alonzo played.
Oh, I got you. You're on the list, Keo. You're 236.
Let's go.
Let's go. You are above Rodrigo F. Sanchez. So.
That's right, Roddy. Roddy boy, come find me.
Oh wait, you're over Peter Marshfield. Oh, poor Peter. Actually, Peter. Did you guys meet Peter at Columbus? You guys know Peter, right? Some of you guys do.
I don't. I see him in one of the Discords all the time, though.
Super nice.
He seems like a really cool guy.
He what's it called? I played against him round 1 at the Columbus Icy. He was very good. There were some couple unfortunate dice that tipped the favor for me. Good player though, good opponent. Happy to play again.
Yeah, he is he was the very first person I played against. No, that was playing a plant team, and I was really nervous. But then Blue Beetle came in clutch and just kind of just pop some stuff. So, all right. So, state of the game, we feel like it's very healthy. Is there any other thoughts that anybody has on that? All right.
Think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so let's talk about like the last couple sets that have come out, last iconics. What are you guys' thoughts on everything? Let's start from like Black Panther on up. How'd you guys feel about Black Panther? Let's go with that. Especially like the retrospect of just like when it first came out, I was like super down on it, but now it's actually I feel like a decently solid set. So what is everyone's thoughts on Black Panther?
I'll say that I love Black Panther. The set was really good. I probably have a hot take. I'm not sure, but I genuinely believe that the common uncommons and maybe even the rares is one of the best common uncommon rare sets that I've seen in a while, and that's with like Spider-Verse on the table.
Yeah, no, speak it, dude. Don't. Yeah,
I got
speak it. I agree. I actually. Oh,
sorry.
no, you're good. Go for it.
Go ahead, Alec. I just want to say,
Oh, no,
Sealed, Black Panther. Go ahead, Alec. I'll let you go first.
I was just gonna say that I do like the rares and like the pulp figures a lot. That's all I was really gonna say. I think some of them are actually decently usable. Like they're not just like, oh, it's charge and you punch somebody. It's like there's like Spider-Man. I love that freaking Spider-Man. Miles Morales, super solid. Anyways,
yes, very good.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree. Like a lot of, I'll agree with what you said first, Alec. A lot of the rares do have like a lot of more complexity to them, which is great. And then for sealed, gotta say Black Panther, pretty good sealed set because there's a lot of like a lot of the comments too. I think are really good for like Wakanda theme skins, like Ramonda and Shuri. I think Shuri is a common or uncommon. Like really great. I think in a competitive Wakanda team, you'd probably want to include those two just to because they do so much for the team as support.
Yeah, and the whole set really. I mean, I speak a lot of praise on the common uncommon rares, but I mean the Captain America, the Sam Wilson one, leadership, but gives people Avengers attack and damage +1. That's huge. And then Colonel Rhodes, the Prime rare is really good. Manny could probably attest to that.
Agreed.
But the chases are no slouches. They're all serviceable. I honestly think the chases are kind of, I don't want to say the weaker part of the set, but I definitely like my favorite piece from it is the Prime Black Panther. That piece is so good. So good. And he fits so nicely. He's got a ton of great keywords. The whole revival thing. I think the Vibranium's a great, side tactic type of thing. It's a cool little way to incorporate Vibranium into the game. I love that set. It's so fun.
Yeah, I freaking I think the Prime Black Panther is so fun. Like he's one of those figures that I've just been wanting to play for such a long time, but I haven't quite put him on the board yet. But he just seems so solid. Like I feel like we should see more of him. I mean, he is 85 points, but I don't know. I think he's solid, especially with the longsword now. Yeah, that dude's freaking amazing.
Yep, 100%.
Any thoughts? Sorry, more thoughts on Black Panther?
I agree. I think it's a great set. I really enjoyed Black Panther. It's like 50% of my modern team. So
yeah, that's right. You are one of those.
I am.
Wes, you need to get ready for bed.
Okay, so let's talk about what do we think about Collector's Trove? I think this as of right now, this is my set of the year so far.
Can I say one last thing about the Black Panther set?
Yeah, go
one
for
last
it.
Thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Heart-shaped herb.
Heart-shaped herb.
Such a big piece that I think changed a lot of teams. People got worried about that. I mean, it became a big deal. And finding ways to make that work for free healing, that was probably one of the biggest parts of the set, and it wasn't even a character.
Yeah, I agree. It's almost that just having like the free heal to negate so much stuff from some of the Cathan or Atum, any of those people, you just totally just negate damage from. It's kind of bananas. Anyways, all right, Collector's Trove. What do we all feel about Collector's Trove?
For me, equipment is great. The equipment. I haven't found any figure that I'm willing to be putting on my team to swap out for, and I haven't done any one shots either. So
that's kind of wild, but that's That's okay. I mean, if you don't need it, then you don't need it. I like super keep looking at that 30-point Loki. I don't know why, but that 30-point Loki looks so good to me.
A chase?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chase one.
30 points is three gems?
It gives you one. 30 points gives you one gem token.
Oh, one gem.
So he's
okay.
yeah. And then he just takes damage and he just keeps on clicking. But
he'd be good for Darkhold one shots.
Yeah, he would be. I think the only thing I don't like is that the beginning of your turn you roll a d6. If it was a you may roll a d6, I would like him a lot better. But I don't know. I feel like there's something there. I don't know what it is though.
I think there's a team where, because I haven't been able to use any of these pieces in Modern yet, but there is, I think, a team where you run two Thors, like two of the super rare Thors. One was Mjolnir, the other one was Stormbreaker, because they have the two lives. They both have the two lives thing. So I think there's some way that could work. I think you have two guys that just don't die, and they can just run in together. But maybe I'm just theory crafting, or I'm cooking too hard.
No, I think 50-point Thor has some bones. Like, are you talking about 50 points? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think 50-point Thor is where it's at. I don't think you play him at the higher dial, because then he just won't. They won't. They'll just like, okay, I'll hit him, and then we'll just not kill him, and then that's 150.
I think Loki's. Yeah, I think Thor. I think Thor's really good. It's just a matter. I think it's just a matter of time before people are like, oh yeah, he just kind of just destroys people. Like he just kind of blows people up.
I feel like Collector Show came back to the hitting part. So Panther had a lot of strategy, a lot of like Alonzo was saying, a lot of different utility, and Collector Show. It felt like it was like, how do I do damage? How do I pump out attacks with like Ulysses, the Thor piece you guys are talking about? All these guys, Thanos, Thanos saw his huge shine and sealed the common one. Yeah, it just turned into like, okay, how do we deal out as much damage as possible?
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. I mean, there are a lot of the heaviest hitters in the game. I feel like right now come from Collector's Trove.
Yeah, and not to leave the big ultra chase out of the conversation, but the collector ultra chase, 200 points. Now this is a 10 pull. Like, this is the one-man army that you want out of any other one-man army.
It's only going to cost you an arm and a leg to get it.
Yeah, but $200 for an ultra chase that gets highly used, like you'll get a lot of mileage out of it. It's like some of the other ultra chases you like barely use, like Unicorn Deadpool or that one Captain Marvel, the revival one. Like those ones are unused.
Yeah, and I think with the equipment being so prevalent, like collectors, definitely great. Plus, you're getting 100 points of extra space to add on to a guy who doesn't really need help. You know what I mean? That's pretty significant.
Yeah, yes, he's so freaking good. You can play him so many different ways, right?
Yeah.
Like defensively, offensively. I mean, the one that recently won defensively, like you played ESD, combat reflexes, the bike, the captain shield, and then 10 point. What was the other 10 point? Oh, the broadsword. So he just a 21 defense from anywhere, or 22 defense from anywhere. I mean, super, super good. Yeah, Collector's Trove has been good. And then the last one, Spider-Verse. How do you feel about Spider-Verse?
So Spider-Verse for me it's the first time I wasn't playing the game when Beyond Amazing came out. So this is the first set that I was able to like kind of open Spidey from the beginning and experience everything like everybody else for the first time. And I love some pieces, but I don't know if my expectations were too high, but I don't love all of it. And it's just me. I'm sure there's people who will, swear it to the ends of the earth. It's not bad. I am not saying that the pieces are bad in Spider-Verse. It is 100% worth collecting, 100% worth using. But the pieces I feel like the pieces that are good. And then the pieces that are so, I think they don't stack up against like, their counterparts in like previous sets.
What you're saying, it's like, oh man, how do you explain this? Like, I don't know.
Okay, so like let me rephrase this. Like,
yeah, you're good.
I think like characters like Kangaroo and Lady Stiltman, And those types of pieces, I think they have a place, but I think they're fun. They're fun characters to use. But I don't know if they really should have been like super rares. Like, I understand what they were trying to do with the set and stuff, but if they I don't think people are gonna be you know what I mean? Like, you're not like trying to squeeze Kangaroo on your team. At least I maybe I'm missing something, but I just feel like there's some pieces that just don't get me excited. Yeah. Like, obviously, Sinister Syndicate, super cool. They got some amazing sculpts, and they do have some really cool utility, especially with one another. But you almost, like, to get the most from them, you kind of want to play with one another. You know, you can't. I'm not saying you couldn't run like just one of them, but it's not the same, obviously.
Yeah, all the chases kind of like. Well, okay, sorry. The Sinister Syndicate, I feel so bad for saying this because I know Manny loves them. But they all suck except for Sandman and Mysterio. I know Kraven's semi-solid, but man, I mean, I do like Electro Sculpt a ton. That's a super cool sculpt. I just went for the sculpt. But unless I'm not seeing something, I'm never going to roll up with Dr. Octopus and be like, I hope I roll an 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Although Ethan, my girlfriend's brother, did play him last night and rolled 2 8s on Emilio in a row for crit hits.
Poor Emilio.
No, dude,
that's what dropped him. That's what dropped him to the 17th place or whatever.
That's right where he belongs.
Tell him.
Yeah, no. I like Captain Universe. Is probably my favorite piece from the set. Obviously, he's really expensive too. 200 points. Heroclix 100 points. But man, is that guy tough to hit and also just fun to play as. So much improved movement, improved targeting, all that good stuff. The Call-In Spideyverse stuff is fun. The D8 Spidey is a fun twist, a fun little, you know, like a unique thing just for that piece. I think that's a lot of fun. I don't know about the Gauntlet one so much. I'm not.
It's terrible. I'm gonna say it. I know some people watching this are not gonna agree with me. This thing is bad.
I agree. I don't want to poo-poo on anything, but he stinks. He stinks, and he deserves the guy from SpongeBob who's, you know, oh brother, this guy stinks. Because he's terrible, especially because you have to, I don't know, getting there I don't think is easy. So then you, like I said, you go to those super rares, and like I said, there's a few that are really nice, and then a few that just don't make any sense. Spider-Ham Prime's really fun, but it just feels like a lot of the set is like, oh, when Kangaroo knocks someone back, you do X, Y, and Z. Like, Stiltman has this like kind of play on the stilts. It's a fun set. Just the pieces all just seem fun. You know what I mean? I don't think they're changing anybody's teams.
Yeah, it's true. I do love Kangaroo. I think he's super fun. Look, just everything about him is super fun. But I totally agree with you. I think he's just not. He's good on a Kingpin Prime team, and also works well with Iceman. So he's gonna be like good on like those lower point like swarmy teams. But other than that, yeah, I just kind of I don't know. I think he's really fun. But yeah, he's not gonna be making like tons of waves.
Yeah, and that's what I think this set is like mostly about. Is like the wall, for example.
Heck yeah,
a super fun piece. I love it. It has a purpose. But I don't think you're like trying to find a way to make the wall work, if that makes sense. I think the only one you're really seeing people kind of clamor over is the spot, and that's just because of the attacking abilities, the free flurry and the getting around the map and the whole spot placement stuff.
Until they errata it.
Yeah, which is gonna happen.
Well, okay. Here's my thing. Oh, sorry. Was anyone else gonna say?
Yeah, I'm not too sold on this spot. I feel like a lot of teams can just cross map him and just slap him in the face and he's dead because he's pretty frail, right?
No, from range, yes. So if you have like a range persistent striker, oh yeah, this spot is getting schmacked. If you are going up close against him, Comet Reflex is super senses, and then he also says when the spot is missed by an attack after resolution, deal the attacker 2 damage. So
okay.
You have to be careful because you have to make sure you hit that attack. I mean, he is a scientist, and ruler, which are two pretty common keywords for like rivalry to hit and stuff like that. But other than that, there's some interesting shenanigans with him. No one's ever brought up Hypno Hustler. Just letting you know, I've noticed you guys have purposely avoided him. I get it. The wall, it's 25 points of like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. But then you just like, wait a minute, I have the wall on my team. What else am I going to do? I mean, you get the longsword for free. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Since Spider-Man has dropped, my modern team has not changed. So.
Okay. And to answer someone's earlier question, who is the worst rare to get in this set? My personal opinion is Firestar. Like, pure, not from sealed perspective. It's just purely from if I'm opening up a booster and I see this figure in my booster, it's a bad day.
No, I don't know. I don't think Firestar is the worst one, if I'm being honest. I really don't like the spider.
Are we talking shit on Firestar?
Oh gosh, he wasn't coming through this.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic.
Oh my god, Firestar's so good. Firestar's so good. I have her on a few builds as Biodroid's summon when he gets to the back end, and as a butterfly call in, because energy explosion precision is like that's such a good combination of stuff. You know?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to say she's not good. I'm just saying if I open up a booster and she's in it, I'm just like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
I feel the way about Spider Cat. Because if you're opening a booster in sealed and you see Firestar or you see Firecat, which booster are you happier for?
Oh yeah, for sealed Firestar for sure.
Yeah,
but if I'm just opening up a loose booster, if I'm loose goosing it, and I see either Ashley Barton or Firestar, which I understand. Ashley Barton's good, whatever. Well, now she's not. She kind of lost her little trick, but
she's not super cool.
Those are my answers, at least for the worst rare in the set. Like the ones you don't want to pull, not in sealed, just in general.
I want to ask Alec though. Would you rather see Firestar or Iron Man Prime?
I've definitely seen more Iron Man Primes in my boosters. Man,
that was funny.
I think he would rather see Firestar in his collector's trove booster.
Yeah. Oh man, I do like Madam Web. I love Madam Web. I feel like she got like really hyped and then just died, and now, but like I've been looking at her still. She's kind of solid.
She's probably, I think, top 3 in the set, potentially top 1. Like we're talking about Legacy Madam Web, right? There's no other Madam Web that I'm forgetting about.
Yeah, correct.
Oh my god, piece is so good. Piece is so good. Like, I don't want to give away like what I've been cooking with it, but like it enables a lot, and I'm excited to show you guys after I can finally play again. But yeah, Madam Web, 5 stars. Potentially best piece in the set. I'm glad I overtraded for the card.
I feel like what did I trade? I traded some crap, and then also like I got that and the Doc Ock chase for stuff I felt pretty good about. But
yeah, I traded Chase Venom Spider-Man from Earth X and Cosmic Spider-Man from What If. So collectible Chase and a collectible super rare. And I had them extra because I thought they would get legacied in this set. So
dang, bad man.
Yeah, no,
Not
it's cool.
me with my 2 nulls.
My 2 dolls.
And no legacy card.
If Null gets a legacy card, that piece is going up to the fucking moon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
it's already pretty much at the moon.
Yeah, it was pretty. It got up there for a little bit, didn't it?
It's still like $100.
What? Yeah, it's like 90, 95.
Is it because of the Necro Sword?
Yeah. Let me rephrase. Yeah, with the sword, it's about that much. I don't know I haven't seen any without the sword like sold, so I don't know what that looks like. But yeah, with the sword, about $100.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, it's probably fine. I mean, like it's probably not really being sold separately.
Yeah.
Man, this dude's selling for 140 Majestics, bro. Oh my gosh. For a super rare that came out, 12 billion years ago?
You know, and
BC?
You bring up a really good point, Alec, that not just Madam Web, but like the legacies in this set are pretty good. I actually don't hate really any of them. They all kind of, I think they all got good second lives.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I love Scarlet Spider. I think he's super solid. TV
Spider-Man giving celebrities Spider-Man family. Or no, I'm sorry, giving... Yeah.
Vice versa, yeah. Spider-Man family.
Vice versa. Yeah. Which is, that's even better. I feel like, because there's ways to, I guess they're the same. If you're trying to do something with Kevin, like that's a cool way to do it, and stay on themed. Spider Girl with the 2 bystanders that she generates, and her stats don't look all that great, but she's a really fun piece.
Yeah, well, when she dies, she goes back to click 2, so you have to kill her twice.
Yeah, plus 1 to her attack and defense for the rest of the game too. So I mean, kind of helps her a little bit, but yeah, I mean, leadership perplex, it's so good. She can use adjacent Spider-Man families. If you do Spider-Girl or the chosen character uses perplex or prob and do so without regardless of range or line of fire. So I mean, that's pretty much what Rhodey does, the War Machine and Black Panther, but with a little bit sustainability.
Yeah, no, 100%. That makes 100%. 100%. Yeah, those legacy cards are pretty. In my opinion, I mean, I don't know. I think they're both really good. I think the set is just like super solid in general. I don't know. I don't know if I like it better than Beyond Amazing. Definitely like the legacy cards better than Beyond Amazing, if I remember correctly. They had Carnage, I guess, but I didn't have that figure. Spider-Man, pretty cool. No, I'm just kidding. That thing sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but
I think this set is a great Spidey set. I think the Goon stuff is a lot of fun. I think it's a great set. I just don't think, like Manny had mentioned, competitively, I just don't. You may be throwing one of these guys if you got one of the, a way to make them work, like Spot or something like that. But I don't think you're finding a lot of value to add to your modern team based on what other characters in previous sets are doing and how well they do them.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Absolutely. Is there any icon? Oh yeah, does any iconics we want to talk about? I know the new Kooky Quartet just came out. I actually haven't even read them yet. They're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. All I see is 25-point perplex outwit probability control. Yep, these characters are solid. Holy smokes.
All of them are good. I mean, the team up card is crazy as well. You're giving people with the pass keyword, they get the Avengers keyword. And if they're on a theme team, if Captain America is on an Avengers theme team, friendly characters with the pass keyword gain the Avengers TA. So you're looking at Reverse Flash, all of those masters, basically almost everybody in Masters of Time is getting Avengers TA. Timebreakers are Avengers and Avengers TA. And then all the other guys, so like Scarlet Witch giving out Mystics to Avengers and Hawkeye giving Shield to Avengers. Your opportunities are growing with that little quartet thing.
This was okay. Like who was the one that was like, yeah, this is a good idea. Like this is just crazy. Like
yeah. When you put this 400, this Cap's Kooky Quartet thing, this 400 up against the Wakandan 400 that they put together, this is like 10 times better than what they had previously done. I don't think anyone was expecting it to be this good.
I agree, dude. Wow, this is wild. Holy smoke. Sorry, I'm like, I can't believe that they decided, you know what? Scarlet Witch, 25-point TK, Rob Perplex, Outwit. Yeah, let's do it. 100%. And that Captain America solid too. Leadership Perplex. Mile from across the room. Sorry, not Miles. Sorry. Emilio from across the room says Hawkeye. Oh, other friendly characters that have Avengers TA get the Shield TA. 25 points. It's not as good as the 25-point LE. That's if he's like the smallest character on the set, but it's still very good. Remove an action token. Oh, okay, so they all have this trait, huh? When they hit, you can either heal a friendly character with.
Yeah, and it doesn't say like once for this trait, right? So you can go through the whole turn like with all 4 of them, and if someone's hitting, you're taking off a token or healing from across the map or whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of utility here.
I agree. Jeez Louise, these are bananas, dude. These are wild. Oh my gosh. No, I can't get over it. Like I'm not like yucking it up. This is genuinely just like, holy smokes. Like this is real. Like these are really good. Hawkeye, it was Quicksilver good. Unique modifier. Other characters gets +2 coming because you don't get them. Okay. Yeah, it's Quicksilver not as solid, but man, Captain America, Scarlet Witch, holy smokes. Those are wild. Those are so good. Wow. Good stuff.
Yeah, I think Witch is, worth the price tag alone.
Yeah.
Just to have those abilities, especially if if you got the Deadpool, the Valentine's one with Copycat, who can take standard powers.
I didn't even think about that. Copycat. Oh my gosh, dude. This is getting worse and worse. Oh, but I love it. Genuinely. Oh man, this is so good. This is so funny. Other friendly characters who have the Avengers have Mystics. That's 25 points. That's so freaking good. Holy smokes. I can't get over it. Wow. Hey, what's up, What's up, Alonzo?
Oh no, I think it's kind of funny that the Deadpool iconics, Deadpool is the thing that people don't want. It's like the other things are what make the Deadpool.
People would rather have the copycat.
Yeah, copycat and the arrows, the extra arrows that they give. The hug it out one. I think that one's pretty good too.
Yeah, that one's solid. I do like that one. I feel like Agatha is really good again now. The chase.
Oh yeah,
From Trove.
Yeah, from Trove. I don't know. I feel like she's good. Like she's got 11 attack precision strike that gets the Captain America gets Avengers team ability, so that she's possibly a 12 copycat. Like that's 2 perplexes and that's 3 perplexes and 3 probs, 4 outwits, 2 leadership. If this is all you put copycat, I don't know. Like and shape changes and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's solid. I think Agatha's got some legs again. I don't know. I've always thought she's decent, but making those illusion markers.
But I think this also circles back to that very first topic of all of these things keep shifting and recreating new balance so that you don't have to play the same people all the time. You can put together these random teams of just hodgepodge characters and be competitive without having to let me go buy a $200 this and $150 that, because that's what you need to play at a competitive level.
Yeah, you're completely right. This is really nice for, I think, like kind of like what Emilio said earlier. Like this is the perfect time that if you're feeling like dipping your feet into competitive, this is the perfect time to start looking at it. So, all right, well, we can start wrapping up for this. Thank you guys all for coming in and just talking about Heroclix. This is fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I talk too much.
No.
You feel a lot of the silence, which was really great.
I think your perspective is also pretty unique in the podcast space, because a lot of the people that are in the podcast space are like veterans, or like they've been in this for at least a couple of years. But getting someone with a fresh perspective as a new player is good for a lot of the listeners who listen to the veterans talk. So maybe you're saying what those players might also be thinking. So good to have that kind of perspective.
Yeah, 100%. So I started playing at sealed Deadpool Weapon X. I didn't play in the sealed event, but that event was when I went and did a demo at the local game shop, and where I basically started playing, and from there it's just been a financial downfall.
Fair enough. We all have that. We all have that as well. Don't feel like you're the only person that has that. We all got that. But anyways, thank you everybody for coming in and talking. We'll have to do this again sometime. I love just boys chats in general.
Dudes
Being dudes. We're not going to do a chat GPT read off. Too many people.
Yeah, a lot of big people in this one.
Is there any closing thoughts or statements or anything like that from anybody? Also, just to add to Alonzo's point real quick, it is fun to see, I feel like we have, Alonzo who's kind of removed from the game, Keo who's kind of, stepping into the game, Manny who has been playing the game for a while but kind of stepping into, competitive, me who started competitive a couple years ago, and then Emilio who's been playing competitive also a couple years ago, but at a very, I would say, high level. So it's just this is a really, not saying that I think this is a very interesting group of people, and that's what I love about it. Hearing your thoughts, Keo and Alonzo, but also having Manny chime in with and then Emilio as well. So this is a really good group of people.
Yeah, we're
ragtag.
really diverse. Yeah,
we are the diversity here.
Hell yeah.
Both in more than one ways. I'm pretty sure we're probably the most diverse podcast as well.
Yeah, that could be true.
Let's just say I'm the only white person in this group right now, right?
Yeah, you're the minority.
You are the minority.
I am also the minority. We are the minority together, Alec.
Hey, so
I'm happy that you
We
guys
also have
consider
height
that moment.
diversity.
Oh damn!
what did he say?
We have height diversity. Alex tall as shit.
And Manny is.
Hey, chill out. I don't think Keo's much taller than me.
The key word was taller.
Oh, sorry. Couple inches, maybe.
Ayo.
Not word
All
count.
Yeah, a
Any
couple
closing
inches is a
thoughts
lot,
one more
okay?
time? No closing thoughts, nobody?
Yeah, no, you got it.
No, I think the only thing I'll say is that I am glad to have started playing, because I'll be honest, if it was kind of a happenstance thing that I even started playing, and I think that the game itself, I hope it continues to grow. I hope we continue to get new guys that want to play, or girls for that matter. Anyone. This game is so much fun, and I just wish people would take the time to learn it. Yeah, it is a lot to take in, but you don't have to jump in, all the way. The community is a great community. I've met so many cool people who are willing to help walk you through things, talk you through things, help. The guys that you hear from tonight are all people who have helped me build things, help me construct my teams, lend pieces when you need it. I mean, this game is so fun, and I hope that it continues to grow, and I really look forward to the next coming sets and maybe a D&D map and cable and some other things as well.
Well, we love having you, and just being on the podcast, but also I love hearing your thoughts on all of this, and just having that fresh competitive mindset, but also just being a new person that's coming in and saying it's a great community. You've met so many great people. That's amazing. Not to go on a tangent or anything, I watch a lot of Magic the Gathering videos, and it seems like that community is just so hard to get a part of. Even just I went to a Smash Bros tournament, and I felt like none of them were friendly. They weren't mean or anything, but they just weren't friendly. How long you been playing? What do you want to it just feels like Heroclix has always got people willing to welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, I'll leave you with this sentiment. When I participated in Columbus, I met a really
person. Whoa.
No, I was gonna say high ranking, a player who has performed really well in the past, and the first thing that we talked about was whether or not I wanted to see his belly. And he was willing to show skin on our first interaction. And I mean, if that doesn't tell you that the community is an endearing community, then I don't know what else will.
You're making us sound slutty, man. That's not
that dude.
I don't think we are. I don't think we're slutty, man.
That guy's gotta get removed, man.
He does. That dude's gotta get removed.
Wait, that's not standard practice for you guys. Didn't do that too?
No. Did you end up showing?
I got taken advantage
that guy
of.
has actually unwillingly showed me his
belly.
belly
After class
times
so we can have a talk?
Yeah, yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and he has showed me his belly on multiple occasions unwillingly.
Really?
This sounds like an HR case. Can we get WizKids HR?
Oh my gosh. Wild.
I'll let him remain anonymous, but yeah, it was.
If he ever feels like he need to come forward, ask for help.
Well, okay, well, now I know that Alec is around in these events, and if I ever get into trouble, I'll go to him.
Yeah,
we're gonna have you guys write statements, please.
Yeah, that's right. We need statements. That's so funny.
Can you point to the guy in a lineup?
Oh, that's the case. What'd you say?
Can number one, can you start singing "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys?
Can you lift up your shirt while you do that, please?
Guilty. It was him.
It was him. No questions asked. It was him. Oh, it's so freaking funny. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys all for listening. We'll talk to you guys next time in another Heroclix podcast.